Now, as most of you probably know, the British Army conquered the Levant and drove out the Ottoman Turks during the First World War, taking Jerusalem a few days before Christmas in 1917. You may remember the film Lawrence of Arabia. It's a long film, but worth watching. Well, this just happened a few weeks after the British government issued the famous Balfour Declaration, which included a declaration of intent by the British government to help establish a Jewish national home in this country. That got British involvement in the Zionist project off to a good start. And in the months that followed, the British Army took the rest of the Holy Land and also pushed the Turks all the way north to the present-day borders. Now, in the aftermath of the war, the League of Nations granted a mandate to govern what would later become Syria and Lebanon to France, and it granted a mandate for most of the rest of the inhabited areas in the Middle East to Great Britain. It was the height of the British Empire, and it also was the beginning of the end of that institution, because in the years following, the record of the administration and what became known as the British Mandate for Palestine was very mixed. The promise made in the Balfour Declaration was mostly forgotten, and in 1921 the British decided to give a very large chunk of the land that was supposed to be designated for a Jewish state to another entity by creating the Emirate of Transjordan, which would later become the State of Jordan. Now, despite all of that, the State of Israel did in fact come into existence on May 14, 1948, and in the months and years that followed, the British Empire simply vanished.